focus for you. Okay, it's good enough for me. So I'll set the stop loss right about at this level because we still have this level that hasn't been reached down here. So if the price obviously, and also we have the open right now, so the market is fully underway now. Ideally, I'd expect to see a little bit more of a stronger move, but you can see prices might actually make the move in itself like 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later. You never really know. So we'll just keep an eye on it. You can see it's still trying to push lower, but I'm still looking at this level right here. Uh, so I would be willing to add if it actually goes even lower, because obviously it's going to give me a better entry point as well. So let's see, we're starting a little bit of a push higher. Still not that strong yet. So let's look at the Nasdaq. Not quite as down yet. The S&P either. You can see the Dow, it's already pushing. It's already in profits, which is good. I will want to start taking, part of the position right up at the intraday high, but I wouldn't really want to do that before it reaches the intraday high. And again, I'm not going to be very aggressive with it as well. Maybe take 50% or a little bit more of the position off the table. But ideally, I do want it to, reach that intraday high, which is commonly where the price could find some resistance as it tries to break above it. So let's see. The Nasdaq might give an opportunity now as well if it wants to come lower. The S&P the same as well. So the Dow we're already in it anyway. So I'll just keep an eye in case it wants to come even lower in order to add a little bit further into the position. So just quickly keep an eye on it. Again, I have a lot of factors telling me that this could be, having some buying pressure coming in rather than, selling pressure. First and foremost, we have a pretty nice area here of support. We have the trend line supporting the price. We also have the Bollinger Bands as well. So I have three basically reasons telling me why I should be going long in this case. Again, it doesn't mean it's actually going to do that, but the probability of success is slightly higher than the usual. We're seeing some nice rejections off of the Nasdaq, off of the moving averages. The S&P is trying to come a little bit lower. So if it wants to come here, I'll start adding into the S&P as well. The Dow looks like it's heading for this level of support. So I'm just going to be alternating between the two and see more or less where they will be willing to be turning towards the upside. So you can see a lot of people probably on holidays, which is why we don't have as much activity in the chat room today. So again, keeping an eye on the Dow. Let's look at some stocks as well in the meantime. Let's see if we have any movement here. Again, this thing is like they're a little bit spready for the time being because obviously it's the opening of the session. So Facebook is a little bit less spready than McDonald's. So let's see. Had a pretty strong gap up. Boeing the same as well. Apple as well. Starbucks the same. So you can see an overall pretty bullish opening towards these large caps. Obviously, they're not the ones driving the index. It's usually, vice versa. You'd expect, the indices to be an indicator as to what the actual stocks would be doing. So we can see that we're having a little bit of a strong push coming from the Dow, which is nice. The Nasdaq also, and the S&P. There was like a little bit of an opportunity there with the S&P, but I'll just stay with the Dow for now. Again, gonna be looking up towards the highs, the intraday high, in order to take some off of the trade itself and just basically let the rest of it run stress free. Probably I'll put the stop loss a little bit further down the break-even point just to give it a little bit of a wiggle room since we are still within the market open. So let's just keep an eye on it. Just gotta be checking along the way we have any breaking news. So yeah, CNBC is already typing how the Dow is jumping more than 100 points as the Wall Street's Monster 2019 rally extends into the new year. So yeah, we've been in a bull market for about what 10 years now, more or less. So it's one of the long, if not the longest ever bullish run that we have, and quite a strong one as well, with some stocks, especially like Netflix, outperforming a lot of the other big names as well. So, people are pretty skeptic about the new year itself, 2020, how it's going to unfold. But again, we're just at the beginning of it, so nobody can really tell from now where it's going to be. Stuff, of course, is overextended, but there's nothing to that saying that the price should, or markets should go into recession, economy should go into recession. Obviously, some people are expecting, I read some articles about some people expecting like a 20% correction as far as the S&P, which I expect to be more or less a similar case with the other indices as well. But again, this is more or less, just, we're speculating at the end of the day. So we'll see in terms of that where we're going to be towards the end of the year. But for now, we just want to take it, a day at a time and see what kind of opportunities arise along the way. So we're starting to see a little bit of a nice push higher. We're like about 6 minutes into the market open. So ideally, again, I wanted that to come up towards the highs of the day before I start taking some off. I don't really want to be aggressive now since, like I said, we're still 6 minutes in. So right about towards these levels is where I will consider taking some off. So up until we reach that point, I won't really touch the Dow. I mean, it's up to you, George. I mean, the market is, being quite active, which is nice to see from the very first trading day of the year. So, I would be looking more or less at the US market right now, since it's basically where we're, where the chunk of the volume is found right now. So we're focusing more on the US market, whether you want to do Forex, whether you want to do stocks or like indices, it's really up to you. I did have a pretty nice setup on the Dow. Right as at the open, we have this converging trend line along with some support levels. We also had the Bollinger Bands right here, so this is why I basically decided to go long on the Dow. Unfortunately, the other two, the Nasdaq and the S&P, they didn't quite come as low. I mean, the S&P kind of did, but I was focusing on the Dow. The Nasdaq, it just pretty much took off from that level, so it didn't really give an opportunity or a good price point to enter. I mean, in hindsight, if I had adjusted the trend line differently, it would have been a different story, but still, uh, we had a pretty nice entry on the Dow, almost bottom ticking it, not quite, but it was a relatively good entry. So let's see in terms of other news, if there's anything else coming up right now. Sort of a rejection of the Dow, again, nothing really to worry about. The other two are going up. I mean, the Nasdaq is more or less going stronger than the other two, but I would expect them to follow suit. Let's see if there's anything else happening in the news. Apparently, there was some news on Boeing that it lost out to Europe's Airbus as the world's largest jet maker. So apparently, Boeing lost its status as the world's largest jet maker in 2019 for the first time since 2011. So it's pretty much it has had that title for 8 years now. But obviously, we had the two crashes last year with Lion Air and Ethiopian Air. So obviously, that had a pretty big toll on the orders that it received in terms of its 737 MAX 8 jet. But it is quite surprising because Boeing, as you can see, it was gapping up a bit, but now obviously we're having a rejection. But it is a bit surprising how it gapped up. I wouldn't really expect it to do that, given it had such a negative headline. But again, maybe that was just a trap or something. Who knows? So let's see, just keeping an eye on them in case something pops up. We can see that Dow it's still trying to push a little bit higher. We had a little bit of a rejection, but again, nothing to really panic about since, like we said, the Nasdaq is just taking off relentlessly compared to the other two. We're still within the 10 minutes of the market open, so I want to give it a little bit of time in order to mature before I start. Again, the level that I want to start looking to locking some is basically there on the intraday, a little bit lower than the intraday high because it was pretty much here at the pre-market high essentially. So I will be looking, somewhere around these levels. We're seeing now we're nearing exactly that region. But again, I'm not gonna take the full position because again, I want to focus on letting it run a bit further because if we break through the pre-market high, then I expect it to head even higher. So we're heading closer and closer. Now again, if we start seeing any hesitation towards the pre-market high, I might, take it not right at the level. So let's see, we're seeing a little bit of a pullback happening right here. If he wants to come up again towards the high of this candlestick, that's when I'll consider, taking the partial profits. We're right there. Just wanted to push a little bit further up, a little bit more. Yeah, right, pretty much at the tip.